Full Valley Meets entry for Cale Yarborough Motorsports.
Bickle said this morning that this racetrack, this race today, was his best shot to have a great finish all year long, and it just went up in smoke. Flat left rear tire.
We'll check the replays when we come back as Ted Musgrave gets set to climb from his race car. Jeff Burton continues to lead under caution in New Hampshire.
Mark, if you're at the airport before my 8 o'clock flight, maybe we can talk. Otherwise, it's over.
Ah! Come on. Come on. Oh, start. Oh, no. That battery.
No matter what my customers drive, they depend on AC Delco batteries. They last up to 30% longer.
I'm sure they do. Just give me the generic equipment, okay?
AC Delco. If you're not asking for it, you're asking for it.
4 cars fueling out the door.
Feel the heat radiating out of your skin.
It's nasty hot.
We asked some of the hottest guys in the pits to switch antiperspirants.
Ultra dry degree, body heat activated.
Wow, I've never seen this before.
When your body heat rises, Degree Ultra Dry's powerful new form releases extra protection when you need it most.
This is one of the few products that can keep up with me.
It kept me dry. Ultra dry.
Worked better than my old stick.
New Degree Ultra Dry. Now more than ever, your body heat turns it on.
The proof is in the pit.
If you ask us, it just tastes better.
This is joy. This is frustration. This is pride. This is humility. This is a sport that's about more than just winning or losing. In fact, it's a sport that's not so much about cars as it is about people. This is racing. This is NASCAR.
See the Pennzoil World of Outlaws proud. Their sprint cars are. It's the 15th annual Kings Royal Buy from Eldora Speedway. Saturday night at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific on TNN Motorsports.
Welcome back. Is it a full moon? We're seeing some strange stuff today. Both ends of the racetrack, single car incidents, or at least we think they're single car incidents. Jimmy Spencer has come down pit road, said there was a fire in his car. There's Rich Bickle up there in turn 4. We just kind of got a glimpse of that as he was alone going into the wall as best we could tell. Then the other end of the track, watch Ted Musgrave.
The 16 there on the outside of Kenny Wallace. Kenny Wallace loses the back end and gets up into Musgrave. Musgrave turns around and goes hard into the outside wall.
Oh, he did nail it.
That was a good lick.
Yeah.
Videotape replays are wonderful. And now Jimmy Spencer is back in. Steve, last he came in, he was yelling on the radio that he thought he had a fire inside the race car.
Yeah, they've handed him 3 bottles of water, Eli, and this team is hot. In addition, he is being held on pit road. The crew chief, Donnie Wingo, is furious with the NASCAR officials. Steve Peterson, in this case, trying to get a clarification. As soon as we can talk to him, we'll get a clarification for the viewers. As I said, Jimmy Spencer continuing to sit on pit road. They've handed him 3 or 4 bottles of water. Looks like now he's going to pull away.
We'll get to the bottom of that in just a moment or so, and we come back. We are under caution here at New Hampshire International Speedway. Caution for the 5th time with Jeff Burton continuing to lead.
This NASCAR 50th anniversary moment is brought to you by Texaco.
Electing not to take on tires during his final pit stop, Richard Petty crosses the finish line first, winning his 7th Daytona 500. The late race gamble caught the other drivers off guard and allowed Petty to win by 3.5 seconds over second-place finisher Bobby Allison.
Race fans, what brings them together? What draws these noble pilgrims to their hallowed grounds? Is it the speed, the passion, the thrill of victory?
No, it's $1 million.
It's the money.
It's the money.
Fill up with Texaco Clean System 3 and play Race to Millions. Get the lucky card and your driver could win you $1 million.
I thought they came to see me.
Play Texaco's Race to Millions now.
Welcome to the newest Pep Boys Automotive Supercenter, a world-class collection of parts at unbeatable prices.
Like ProStart's 75-month batteries, $29.99 after mail-in rebate.
Pep Boys.
Cars like us.
People love us.
Unleash the beast, Milwaukee's best.
What can I do you for, young fella? Just a filter. Just a filter. Did anyone else hear that? Son, you might think you're gonna live forever, but you put inferior oil filters in your engine, and it's not long for this world. Look, nothing's more dependable than America's #1 filter, Fram. You'll thank me someday. Youth.
Fram oil filters. Pay a little more now, or pay a lot later.
Tuesday night, TNN emerges a winner with another super fantabulous Greatest Performances Showcase. Starting at 8 with a solid gold Oak Show featuring Hot Licks Leroy Parnell, plus the ever-popular Captain and Tennille. Next, Primetime Country cranks up the level with a full steam ahead kind of show. Then be on the lookout for the next Fred Astaire, country style that is, as Club Dance boot scoots into a festive 15-year celebration party. That's country's Greatest Performances, Tuesdays, TNN.
We are back at New Hampshire International Speedway, middle stages of this day's running of the Jiffy Lube 300. Jeff Burton is the race leader, took over the top spot at lap 114. We're under caution here now at lap 133. Jimmy Spencer back on pit road again. Steve Burns, all sorts of goings on down there.
Yeah, Donnie Wingo's heading towards pit wall right here. Donnie said there was some kind of a fire underneath the dashboard. Hey, Donnie. Donnie, 2 questions. We got a report that you had a fire, and obviously you were upset that NASCAR held you. Tell us what happened.
Well, I mean, something caught on fire on the dash right off that restart there, and it was burning there, and so he's falling back a little bit. We got a caution, and I mean, it just started, the fire done started dripping down on his feet and all, and his smoke was killing him, so he just moved up some to pit, and they held us a lap for that. I mean, that's their rules, but I mean, certain situations, you got to do what you got to do, and I guess that's what they had to do, but, you know, that's a bad deal.
Obviously, tough break for Jimmy Spencer.
Of course, you're not allowed under the rule book to pull out and pull up, actually, to pit, to bypass the pace car to pit. They were looking for some dispensation there because of the circumstances of the fire. But the rule book apparently withstand right there. That's where Jimmy Spencer was held.
If fire was dripping on my feet, I would take the penalty gladly. I'd pass everything I wanted to pass.
There are a lot of guys looking for victories here in 1998. Beal getting the 1-to-go signal here in just a moment. What would you have thought if we said here on the 12th of July that that group would still be looking for a victory?
Wouldn't have believed it.
No,
Wouldn't
not at all.
have believed it.
Going back to work here shortly, we break away from New Hampshire International Speedway. The Jiffy Lube 300 is live on TNN Motorsports.
Mission Control, we have a problem.
Even in today's high-tech engines, deposits can still diminish power.
Dirty fuel system affecting performance.
Enter Valvoline SynPower, a new line of additives and cleaners, like complete fuel system treatment, formulated with component-targeting synthetics that lock on and eliminate those power-robbing deposits, so your engine runs cleaner and performs the way it should.
We have ignition.
Valvoline SynPower, rocket science for the road. Get a limited edition Hot Wheels car and enter to win a real Mark Martin race car. Details at your local auto parts store.
Husky, the toughest name in tools. Guaranteed forever. Available at the Home Depot.
Finally, man has achieved Mach 3.
We're going back to work. Jimmy Spencer is in 30th, 1 lap down.
Green flag.
And we are back under green. Lap 136. Jeff Burton now the leader as we begin lap 137.
Burton got a good start. Left some good distance between himself and Gordon, but here comes Gordon anyway.
I am highly impressed with the third-place car, Mike Skinner. Getting a great run off the corner there, making a move by Bill Elliott on the outside.
Riding with Skinner as Gordon tries and does grab the lead from Jeff Burton, and Skinner grabs second.
This is absolutely his best run of the year. Hands down. Skinner having a great day today.
Jeff Burton says, we're going to make you earn it, though. As he looks to the inside, heading back down into turn one, you can see Mike Skinner closing the door on him as they go down into turn one.
Riding with Skinner, who missed 3 races this year due to those accidents in Atlanta and Texas.
Had a long talk with Skinner yesterday about driving the way he's been driving, and he says it is so hard to drive in constant pain. But the pain is about gone, and it shows. He's running so well today.
You can pick out your favorite right there. There's Kenny Irwin going by in that 28 machine. He's in 35th, some 13 laps down. Still running pretty well is Ernie Irvin there, the 36 car on the outside group. Just got a glimpse of Ernie moving up. He's now in 14th spot, former winner here.
Jeremy Mayfield on the move in the 12, just in front of Darrell Waltrip in the yellow car there. He's moving quite well. Kenny Schrader right in there. A group of good race cars there. Ernie Irvin there. You can see Earnhardt, he's still trying. They've made adjustments on the car on the pit stop there. Caught on the outside right now. They say that's not the preferred line, but it looks pretty good.
You know, later in the day yesterday, too, in the Featherlight Modified Tour race and the Busch North Series race, the outside became, for many drivers, the preferred way to go.
Well, you can see right there, he closed in on Waltrip on the inside, actually making the pass as they come off the corner there.
There's Earnhardt and Waltrip battling for 13th and 14th, and here goes Skinner for the lead.
Mike Skinner pulls about a half a fender ahead down the back straightaway, but Gordon's fighting back. Hey, Gordon's going to third if he's not careful.
Skinner leads for only the second time this year. He led 1 lap in the Daytona 500 and now leads here today on the 12th of July.
Oh, you can see, though, Jeff Burton was giving him a lot of pressure as they come off turn 4 down into 1, and they pull even on each other.
Give it to Burton now, and can Skinner keep Gordon at bay?
The answer is yes. He got a great run off turn 2 there. You can see right now, they got a lot of traffic back there as John Andretti makes a move.
This is the best fight for the lead that we have seen all day as well. Really racy up front today.
Mark Martin, the fastest car in happy hour yesterday, he's moving up also.
Running in 5th. So there it is again. Burton the leader, Skinner in 2nd, Andretti in 3rd, Gordon now in 4th. As we ride with the race leader and look back towards Mike Skinner, whose best finish in 59 races is the 6th he had at Pocono in July of last year. So this is not only basically his best performance of this year, best performance in about the last 12 months.
See Mike Skinner in the 31 there, and another car that's moved up very, very well after pit stops is Rusty Wallace. He has moved into contention now.
Way out of the throttle going into the corners here. Use a good bit of brake to set the car to get it in, pick up the throttle, drive it out.
That's Rusty Wallace looking to the inside of Mark Martin as they come down the front straightaway. They couldn't make the power move on the inside. Martin got a better run off the corner.
Let's go to the Mike Skinner pit.
Eli, 2 years ago, Larry McReynolds came to New Hampshire with Ernie Irvin with a drop snout car. They went to victory lane getting Ernie his comeback win. Last year, McReynolds was with Dale Earnhardt. He talked Dale into trying a drop snout car for the first time here in New Hampshire. He nearly won, finishing 2nd. Today's car, a drop snout car, almost the same exact setup as Ernie Irvin drove to victory 2 years ago. Coach McReynolds has been telling Mike Skinner, be patient, we've got a long way to go, try not to over-abuse the right rear tire. Right now, Mike says the car feels great, so I'm going to push the button. Larry says it's up to you, but try not to wear out those tires, and right now they're pretty happy with the way the car is handling.
One would assume his lap of 125.7 miles an hour last time by. Not the fastest on the racetrack, but funny enough to hang on to 2nd right now.
Well, the fastest car, obviously, is Jeff Jeff Burton out in the lead, but John Andretti is putting on a great race in the 43 there, running third place right now. The car is able to run just a little lower line right now than Mike Skinner.
Lap 146 with 155 remaining to settle this one.
Burton's opened up a pretty good lead for himself. As racy as that was just a few laps ago, to get out in the clear, he was gone.
Just joining us, Rich Bickles in the garage. So is Ted Musgrave, Gary Bradbury, Leighton Speed, Hutch Strickland, and Steve Grissom all done for the day. Matter of fact, Rich Bickle has been joined by Steve Burns down in the garage area.
Rich, there's a lot of damage, looks like, to the suspension parts on the right front. Can you get back out?
Yeah, we're going to get it back out. It's kind of unfortunate. We had one of the top 3 cars here in practice yesterday. Sun come out today and the car was a little tight. We come in, we got lucky, we got a yellow. It's Thornapple Valley Ford, and I guess the 97 car, the way I look at it, if he knocks another 27 cars in the lead lap out, he can win this race.
Well, obvious, Rich Bickle has an opinion about what happened and put him out today.
But they'll get that Cale Yarborough-owned car back out. Meanwhile, good scramble between Irvin in the 36 and Earnhardt in the 3. This is for 12th spot.
Yeah, that's a battle that can't be moved and something that can't be stopped right there. Right now, Earnhardt gets a little advantage, though.
More looking inside.
Listening to Ernie Irvin's radio.
Well, Ricky Rudd's having a good day for himself as well in that 10 car. They weren't sure they had the right setup in that thing, so they've got it absolutely loaded with spring rubbers. 3 of them in the right rear spring. They had one in the right front, one in the left front, just to be sure they could adjust the car. Looks like they got it pretty good right now.
We're coming up to halfway here at New Hampshire International Speedway. $10,000 on the line from the folks at Gatorade for leading the halfway point in this and every race. And don't forget, too, that at the end of this race today, a $30,000 payout to Gatorade, or by Gatorade, to the leader of NASCAR Winston Cup points at the halfway point of the season. It was to have been paid out at Daytona, being paid out here today.
Ernie Irvin having all kind of trouble in the 36 right now. The back of the car is just waving around. He got passed by about 4 cars in the last couple of laps, and you see Jeff Green going to the inside there. Oh, time.
That's 17th and 18th up in smoke.
This has been a very physical race so far. A lot of bumping and banging out there. They're kind of driving as if this is a quarter-mile or a half-mile speedway.
I think Green did himself in there on the right front, too. He's got the sheet metal in on that tire. So just past halfway, the Wrangler mid-race report, sponsored by Wrangler Jeans, will show you 7 leaders, 14 lead changes. The man on your screen, Jeff Burton, is the leader of the moment. Race slowed 5 times by caution. We're live on TNN Motorsports. More in a moment.
Duralube Advanced Engine Treatment protects your car's motor like no other product can. Sure, there are imitators. Hey, we're flattered by it. But remember, when it comes to protecting your car's engine, independent tests prove nothing compares to Duralube. Duralube, tomorrow's technology today. Duralube, imitated but never duplicated.
Screaming, pointing, and praying are all acceptable ways for a NASCAR fan to show their support. Now, there's another. Drink accordingly.
This week on Motor Trend, we look at trucks as we take you to Peterson's Truck Fest at Charlotte Motor Speedway and both a 4-inch lift kit on our Project Jeep. Motor Trend Trucks, today at 5:30 on TNN.
Hi, Phoebe here. Does everyone know what time it is?
It's racing time!
That's right. And I always turn to the professionals at Brake King for help. They have more bays, more mechanics, more service power than anyone around. In fact, Brake King's everyday prices are lower than most places' specials. Bring your car by in the morning and pick it up that evening. Call them at 247-5251 and see you at Brake King.
At Cooper, we put our tires through some rigorous testing to assure they're among the strongest around. Cooper, your next set of tires.
GEX, the area's Cooper tire store with locations in Hampton and Newport News, featuring free mounting, free computer balancing, free air valves, free rotations, and free flat repairs on every tire sold. Look to GEX for your next set of tires.
We are back at New Hampshire International Speedway. Don't forget, you can get all the details of this race and read Buddy Baker's comments and a whole host of other good stuff on our home on the internet, country.com, your personal source for all things country. Race cars, country stars. Connect at country.com. Well, why don't we see where everybody is running right now? There's the race leader, Jeff Burton, just past halfway. He has a 2 1/10 second lead on the field right now. That is Joe Nemechek. Nemechek is in 39th position, 47 laps down. He was involved in that accident early in the day. There's Mike Skinner now, that Lowe's machine, number 31. He is in second, 2.4 seconds back as we ride with him around New Hampshire International Speedway. In third spot, you've got Jeff Gordon. Gordon is now 3.5 seconds behind the leader. There he is going past the 91 of Andy Hillenberg. Gordon is in third. The 6 of Mark Martin is in fourth. We're riding with Mark right now and the Valvoline team. And you saw Hillenberg moments ago in that 91. He is in 32nd spot, being shown 3 laps down. There is Hillenberg in the 91. Behind him, the 5th place runner, Rusty Wallace, in the 2. And John Andretti in the 43. They are 5th and 6th, respectively, 5.5 seconds behind the leader, Jeff Burton. They'll get around the lap machine of Hillenberg. As we look further back to the next man in line, Kyle Petty. There he is, the Hot Wheels Pontiac. He's in 7th, and he's 7.4 seconds back of the race leader. Dale Jarrett right there running in 8th. He's 8.5 seconds behind Jeff Burton, running in 8th spot. There's Jeremy Mayfield, number 2 in points. He is number 9 on the scoreboard today in 9th place, 9.5 seconds back. Then Bill Elliott's machine. Bill is in 26th right now, 2 laps down. Behind Bill Elliott on the racetrack is the 33 of Ken Schrader. He's in 10th place, 10.5 seconds out of the race lead. Then you have Dick Trickle's machine. He's in 27th, the lap down. The Heilig-Myers Ford for Junie Dunlevy. Then you pull further back and you wait a while. And you wait a while and find Bobby Labonte, who is now 13 seconds behind the leader, running in 11th place. The Interstate Batteries entry. Then you've got Dale Earnhardt right there in the number 3 car. He's running in 12th. He is 13.5 seconds back. Jimmy Spencer is behind him in 28th spot. Jimmy is a lap down. So Spencer in 28th, 1 lap down behind Earnhardt, who is running 12th. Darrell Waltrip in that yellow number 1. DW is in 13th. He's 14 seconds behind the leader. Ricky Rudd in the Tide number 10. He's 14th on the track now. There is Ricky. And Terry Labonte right behind, running in 15th. Then comes Kenny Wallace. He's in 16th, also on the lead lap. He's 15 seconds behind the race leader. Then you come to Jeff Green. He's on the lead lap in 17th. He's 17 seconds behind Jeff Burton. Then Ernie Irvin in the 36 car right there. And Bobby Hamilton in the 4. They are 18th and 19th, respectively. 14 seconds behind the leader. Chad Little is on the lead lap. He's that green and yellow number 97 that's going to pop into your screen just behind Hamilton. There's There's Hamilton going for a spot. He'll grab 18th, and Chad Little right there is running in 20th. Chad is 19 and 7/10 seconds behind the race leader, Jeff Burton. Jerry Nadeau next in the picture. Nadeau's had problems today. He's running in 29th, 2 laps down in the First Plus Financial team. Then you look back from Jerry Nadeau and find Brett Bodine. Brett is in 21st spot. He is also being shown on the lead lap. He's 23 seconds behind the leader. Then Ward Burton right there. He's also on the lead lap in the 22 car. He's in 22nd position. And by the way, you see that logo, Inside Outdoors? It's a new TV show, 30 Minutes, which debuted here on CNN back on July the 4th. All about the tactics and techniques used by most of these successful outdoor enthusiasts. They even throw a few bloopers in for a few laughs. That is a show called Inside Outdoors. Family-oriented, 30 Minutes on CNN. Debuted for the first time back on Saturday, July the 4th. Behind Ward Burton, there's the Betty Crocker car. Johnny Benson, he's in 23rd spot right now. Then behind Johnny Benson, you'll find Michael Waltrip. Michael is in 24th position. Of course, these cars now a lap down. There's Kenny Irwin. He's more than a lap down. He's going to be 14 down in 33rd spot. The 30 is Derek Cope. And Derek is in 25th position. He is a lap down in the come-out Pontiac. 77 is Robert Presley. He's in 34th, 18 laps behind the race leader, Jeff Burton. Then 7, Jeff Bodine. He is 60 laps down in 40th. Our pole sitter, Ricky Craven, 3 laps down in 31st. Sterling Marlin, he'll be 38 laps down in 35th position. As we look from Craven backwards towards the Sterling Marlin car as they work race traffic. Of course, in the garage already, Hutch Strickland, Steve Grissom, Lake Speed, Gary Bradbury, Ted Musgrave, and Rich Bickle. And now we cycle back around to our race leader, Jeff Burton. So everybody is out there or accounted for in one way or another. As we are at lap 170 of 300 here in New Hampshire, Jeff Burton leading the Jiffy Lube 300.
As a lad growing up in the outback, golf legend Nigel Bridges showed little aptitude for sports. He wasn't very good at rugby or cricket, or so it seemed, at golf. But he tried and he tried and he tried and he tried and he tried. Until he got it right. You'll find the same dedication and commitment to perfection at Outback Steakhouse, where a great steak dinner is always just a short drive away. Outback Steakhouse, no rules, just right.
Good shot! Where does Napa keep over 200,000 different parts? Right up here. Now remember, your belt tension on this is critical. What kind of car is it? Well, I'll sell you all the struts you want, but I wouldn't recommend putting them in without the right tools. I'm sure we have it. Okay, is it a 77 or a 78? Because they changed the carburetor in 78. Actually, that's not a stupid question at all. I know what it used to be. You don't stay at Napa long handing out the wrong answers, and I'm not planning on going anywhere.
America running.
After 50 years of sponsoring professional rodeo, you learn a few things about horsepower. Like when it's a good time to put your brand on the horse with the most power. Wrangler is a proud sponsor of the Dale Earnhardt Incorporated #1 race car. Driven by Steve Park and branded by Wrangler.
This is no ordinary leather jacket.
Because when you put it on, you're not just saying you're a NASCAR fan.
You're saying you care about kids.
Buy an EXIDE NASCAR Select battery in 1998
and get the special 50th anniversary NASCAR jacket for just $150.
And on behalf of NASCAR fans everywhere, EXIDE will donate all profits to Give Kids the World Foundation.
The special edition 50th anniversary NASCAR jacket. Look for details wherever EXIDE NASCAR Select is sold.
Nice jacket.
CNN Motorsports live coverage of the Jiffy Lube 300 is being brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. At Napa, we keep America running. And by Wrangler. And by Exide NASCAR Select, the official automotive battery of NASCAR. With Buddy Baker, Dick Berggren, Glenn Jarrett, Matt Yoakum, and Steve Burns, I'm Eli Gold. Welcome back to New Hampshire. John Andretti and Dale Jarrett running in that order now. Here's what happened a couple of laps ago on the racetrack.
Oh, John Andretti got really loose coming off turn 2 there. Rusty Wallace was able to go to the inside. No contact, no foul.
And racing remains under green. A lot of little problems beginning to crop up on the racetrack as far as different teams as Jeff Burt closes in on both the lap cars of Robert Presley and Derek Cope. Cope's a lap down. Presley is 18 laps down. Now, Sears Point wasn't great, but all the others will be pretty darn good right there. Now we're just trying to be a little patient here.
Hit it right on the head there. That's what you have to do. When you come up on lap traffic, you got to remember they're just a couple of tenths slower than the race leader. So you have to use a lot of caution not to get yourself maybe chopped off getting in the corner and create a problem.
Spent a little time yesterday in his truck with Jeff Burton, and I asked him how come he does so well at this place, and he just got a big, broad smile on his face. He said, I love this place. And the first thing he pointed to, Buddy, was it requires patience. He said this place has room for instant aggressiveness, but mostly you have to be patient.
He showed it right there.
Sure did.
He got up under Derek Cope and just backed out. He realized that he has the car to beat today. If he does anything foolish, hey, he'd be in the wall so fast.
He's led the most laps already today, Steve Burns.
You know, one of the other reasons he runs so well is his crew chief, Frankie Stoddard. This is Frank's first season as a crew chief on the 99 car, and he's from nearby North Haverhill, New Hampshire. Now, Frank is a really young guy, as I said, just 30 years old, but he's been in racing for 21 years. As a 9-year-old, he worked for NASCAR Busch North Star Stub Fadden. So 21 years he's been in the sport.
And he came down off that war wagon in a hurry.
Eli, Jeff Burton's losing valuable time right now. He's going to have to pick up the pace a little bit. He's losing time by being behind Cope now. So, hey, see what I mean?
Oh, you don't want to see that in front of you when you're the leader.
But you don't want to go 3 wide to get around him either with that going on.
You can't. Not here.
No, but he's looking to the outside of Cope. He tried the inside several times. Now he's taking a peep on the outside, but you can see the inside lane is much quicker. Derek loses a little grip right there. Look for Burton to go under him and try to pass him, getting him to 3.
It's time to go.
Sayonara.
Yeah. You know, we're talking about Frankie Stoddard a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah.
Stoddard last night was absolutely exhausted from changing that engine and transmission, thinking about going to the hotel, started to leave the place, found some friends who had a camper here. They said, Frankie, don't go to your hotel. We'll take care of you. They cooked him a steak dinner, put him up for the night, got him up a little bit late this morning, fixed him breakfast, set him up. Everybody in the garage is envious.
Isn't that something?
It's the hot ticket.
So Jeff Burton got around. Watch that again from moments ago.
Robert Presley in the 77 there. Derek Cope gets into the left rear corner. That's really just what he had to do was back out just for a second. That gives Jeff Burton a chance to run on him.
Yeah, but his 4.5-second lead is now only 2.2 seconds on Gordon here in the last 10 laps. The lead has been cut in half. So that is the byproduct of all of that. You know, we talked about northern crew chiefs. You know, Paul Andrews, great crew chief in this business for Jeremy Mayfield. He's from Bangor, Maine.
Bangor.
Pardon me. Bangor.
This is a battle for 12th place right here. Darrell Walker, just a little while ago, Earnhardt went by him, but you can see Darrell is fighting back. He's running down. Just behind him, Terry Labonte in the 5 car.
All on the lead lap. So is the 81 of Kenny Wallace, who's right behind those 3. There's Kenny in the Square D machine. Napa timing and scoring. Brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. Keep America running. We're at lap 184, complete. Well past halfway in the Jiffy Lube 300.
Well, I tell you what, this is a contact sport today. You see Johnny Benson getting a shot there from the 21 of Michael Waltrip down in the corner.
Benson's in trouble. Flat left front.
Left front for Johnny Benson goes down.
He's out of harm's way. He's out of the racing groove as you see him bypassing on the right side there.
This is the stuff I guess Rusty Wallace was talking about when he said New Hampshire's the roughest 300 miles in big league stock car racing.
Lap 186. That Ford Taurus in for service. Meanwhile, up front, Jeff Burton in the 99, finally around Robert Presley, has already put Michael Waltrip a lap down, and he's trying to go by him one more time. He's lapping up to 23rd spot now a second time. But again, not forcing the issue.
Yeah, but he got a great run on the bottom side of the racetrack as they head down the back straightaway. He'll be able to pass Michael Waltrip going into turn 3. And here comes the 77, trying to take advantage of that move that he opened that spot up.
But it's time for Mr. Burton to check the rear view mirror because the Rainbow Warrior is on the move. What had been a 4-second lead, now only 1.1 seconds as you get the pictures here on TNN Motorsports.
At First Plus, we do something for homeowners that a lot of other lenders won't do. We loan you up to 125% of the value of your home. So even if you have little or no equity, you can consolidate your bills and save up to 50% or more on your monthly payments. That could be hundreds of dollars a month back in your pocket.
So call 1-800-510-PLUS. At First Plus, we're working first for you.
What can I do you for, young fella? Just a filter. Just a filter. Did anyone else hear that? Son, you might think you're going to live forever, but you put inferior oil filters in your engine, and it's not long for this world. Look, nothing's more dependable than America's #1 filter, Fram. You'll thank me someday.
Youth. Fram oil filters. Pay a little more now, or pay a lot later.
Dad, aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, right. 10-10-3-2-1.
You were the one who told me we save over AT&T on every call if we dial 10-10-3-2-1, then 1, and then the number.
I love when you listen to me.
Yeah, we even save 50% on calls over 20 minutes.
That's right. You know, last month we were on the phone with your grandmother for a half an hour, and it cost less than $2.
So I guess, Dad, the only thing you have to do is remember to dial 10-10-3-2-1 first. So remember...
10-10-3-2-1. I got it.
It happens every year in some of the most remote stretches of land in Mexico. And in the world of off-road racing, it's truly the whole enchilada, the legendary Baja 1000. A mountain of dust for those who can stand to eat it, and the end of the line for those who can't. That's why more drivers who challenge the Baja rely on the Duralast battery than any other. The same Duralast you can rely on in your car, because it's the one we stock at AutoZone. The Duralast battery. Power you can depend on.
Thursday on Primetime Country.
No, there ain't no cure for the summertime blues.
We've got the cure for your blues. Alan Jackson.
Yeah, we've gone country. The whole world's gone country.
He's country through and through, and you can see him here.
Life goes on for a little bitty while.
Just make a date with Alan Jackson and host Gary Chapman on Primetime Country. Thursday night at 9 Eastern on TNN.
Glad you're with us here on TNN Motorsports, midway through the Jiffy Lube 300 here at New Hampshire International Speedway. Dale Earnhardt is in 12th. In the 3, the 1, Darrell Waltrip, he's in 13th. Terry Labonte, the Iron Man, if you will, of NASCAR Winston Cup Series racing. He is running the 5 machine there in 14th spot.
Kenny Wallace in the 81 there is all over the back of Terry Labonte in the 5.
15th spot at this point. Good run for him this afternoon.
And Jeff Green just behind them having a good solid run today also.
Remember, Terry Labonte led 54 of the laps here in July of '96.
Darrell
has one here.
Darrell's looking at Boss over there, side by side with Dale Earnhardt as they come off turn 2. They're fighting it out right now.
That's for 12. And Terry Labonte, we call him the Iron Man because this is his 586th consecutive NASCAR Winston Cup start. And how about that?
He just give him a right rear corner there. Earnhardt bobbled a little bit. Terry Labonte gets by Earnhardt down the front straightaway.
Darrell just dusted off his car owner. I guess Teresa technically owns the car, but Dale Earnhardt and Teresa Earnhardt owners of that number 1. And here comes Jeff Green. That is for 15th spot now against Earnhardt.
Jeff Green also worked for Earnhardt. He drove his Grand National car a couple of years ago.
Sure did. No, he may not be battling for the lead, Dick, but Earnhardt's going to make you earn whatever the heck you get, even if it's 16th spot.
Yep, you bet. He sure is. Yeah, we're talking about Earnhardt and the way he's been running that.
He's out.
Dale.
Wow, way up out of there.
Yeah, you saw Rudd go by, so Dale is back to 19th now. Nice save.
Yeah, you talk to the guys he races against, and they'll tell you that he is running just as hard and just as well as he ever did. The cars just have not been right for whatever reason.
Dale's going to go back to 20th here if Ernie Irvin in the 36 can grab a spot. And you notice they're getting him going into the corner.
Right there, Earnhardt drove very, very hard down in the corner. Ernie Irvin was able to pick up the throttle in the center part of the corner just a little bit quicker, so he got that one car advantage down the back straightaway.
So Earnhardt now back to 20th spot. And watch it again. Did his best to woe down. At least he kept it off the wall. Watch Earnhardt again.
On the outside of Jeff Green there, you see him go in. You can see the car get very sideways there. Now he's up in the trouble part of the racetrack where there's a lot of debris, a lot of rubber buildup up there. Only Dale Earnhardt and a few others can catch one in the high part of the racetrack like that.
We're told now from the guys on pit road that Earnhardt is reporting a bad vibration. Now, could he have picked up some rubber chunks? Is that maybe what he's feeling?
I'll bet you there's a lot of rubber up there, and that rubber will stick to the hot tires, and it'll sure cause the car to want to shake.
Kenny Schrader had a vibration in his car earlier today, and Kenny's still running a solid 10th. They had reported a problem on the Skoll machine earlier today. Saw a lot of activity in the pits, and they weren't quite sure what it was. We go from Earnhardt all the way up to where Schrader is running in the 10th spot right now. There's the 33. And Steve, what was the deal? Did he have something on the tires too, or has the problem even gone away?
Eli, they're hoping that's what the problem is. They said that the vibration has been in there for about 30, 35 laps. They don't know if it's the tires or the transmission. Now, to add to that, Schrader said he noticed a smell inside the car about 5 laps ago. They want to be able to hold off until they can go the rest of the distance on gas.
Well, let's figure it out here, guys. The last pit stops were at lap, for the majority of these teams, 116. So we're looking at, heck, the window could open as soon as another 4 laps around here, around lap 205. And that would be able to, these guys pretty well take it to the house.
Yeah, it could well just take that one more pit stop, and off they go to the end.
And here comes Earnhardt now. Whether this is scheduled or a little early because of the vibration, he is in at lap 202. Jarrett is in. Ward Burton is in. Let's go to the pits.
And Dale Earnhardt getting attention to the right side of the Twin Wrench Chevrolet. A big chassis adjustment to the right rear of the car. Going to the left side now for Dale Earnhardt. Left side going on. The gas is in. Let's check in now, Glenn Jarrett.
Okay, Steve, Dale Jarrett has brought his Ford into the pits, and I tell you guys, remember he ran out of gas the first time. They're going to make a chassis adjustment. Car's been a little tight. It will be 4 tires of fuel. I do not believe that he will be able to go the distance after this. There's 97 laps to go. I don't believe he's going to make it. Great pit stop, 17.9 seconds.
I have to agree with Glenn. They ran out of fuel on the 93rd lap just a while ago, so yeah, I would say that he will have to stop again. Waltrip makes his stop now.
Ernie Irvin is in as well. Robert Presley in for service. All of these are scheduled under green flag conditions. We've not had a caution since back in lap 128 with those independent spins of Rich Bickle and Ted Musgrave. 18 and 3/10 seconds. Good service. Now the question is, no, maybe Jarrett and them could go the distance, but how long can these fellas here stretch it and maybe go the distance on fuel?
Eli, right now, that's what they're doing. I'm sure they're in a fuel-saving mode right now. Jeff Burton getting around the racetrack very, very well and not having to use the throttle a whole bunch to get around that traffic. He's getting the best gas mileage he can possibly get right now.
Well, the leaders should pit here shortly. Why don't we break away real quickly and take care of some business? Back to carry you into the pit stop mode at lap 206. Back in a moment.
America, you're there to see us through. Just around the corner, a neighborhood Jiffy Lube.
You depend on your car, so trust it to Jiffy Lube. Jiffy Lube makes it easy. Every 3,000 miles.
3,000 miles, you make us smile. America's Jiffy Lube.
Drive in, drive out, drive on.
Welcome back. Jeff Burton still leads. The only pit stop you have missed is from Jeff Bodine, who is running some 50-some-odd laps down now in 37th spot. Otherwise, everybody is still out there. Now, clearly, even the bad fuel mileage cars can go, what are we now, lap 208, so they can go the final 92 laps.
Eli, I think the next stop that Jeff Burton makes definitely will be his last. And we got a report from Earnhardt that he can go the distance.
And he pitted on 202, so he'd have 98 laps. Here's Mike Skinner in lap 209. So the Lowe's team only has 91 laps to go from here. Matt Yoakum, you got him.
Mike Skinner heading down to his pit. Larry McReynolds already has the adjustments ready. What they're going to do, they're going to go up a half a pound on the right front air pressure. They're going to drop the track bar an eighth of an inch, and yes, they can go the distance after this pit stop. They are going to put on 4 tires, 2 cans of gasoline, and this will be his last stop.
Kenny Wallace has been in. Terry Labonte is in for service.
Eli, just so everybody would know, after these pit stops, I want to talk about that last stop on Skinner.
Here come Andretti and Wallace. Nemechek is in. Mayfield is in. Bobby Labonte and Bill Elliott. And here comes the leader, Jeff Burton. He will stop at lap 212. He'll record lap 212 on pit road, crossing the stripe. He is in. So is Mark Martin. So is Jeff Gordon. Let's go to the pits.
And Eli, let's check the strategy on these pit stops. They tear a windshield off the visor, that is, to get a clean windshield for him. Brake started on the front tires. Brake Cipotelli on the left. Jim Gilbert getting all the gas in the 99 car so they can go the distance. Good stop so far in the 99 car. Let's go to Glenn Jarrett.
Jeff Burton is coming in, and he had to make an evasive move to miss Rusty Wallace coming by him as he was leaving his pit. Cost him a little bit of time. Jeff has been complaining about the right rear tire sliding in the middle of the corner. It's not spinning, but sliding up the racetrack. He's down and away in 17.9 seconds. Another great stop. 4 tires and fuel.
That will hand the lead now to Chad Little, because over the last few moments, Mark Martin has pitted, so has Gordon, so has Kyle Petty. Kenny Schrader has been in. So there is your new leader, Chad Little. And the John Deere colors. We're at lap 213 now. Ricky Craven is in for service. All of these stops are scheduled and under green flag conditions. Chad Little. He has led at Bristol, Texas, California, and Pocono. This is the 5th race he has led in 1998.
happens every year in some of the most remote stretches of land in Mexico. And in the world of off-road racing, it's truly the whole enchilada. The legendary Baja 1000. A mountain of dust for those who can stand to eat it. And the end of the line for those who can't. That's why more drivers who challenge the Baja rely on the Duralast battery than any other. The same Duralast you can rely on in your car, because it's the one we stock at AutoZone. The Duralast battery. Power you can depend on.
Mobil 1 synthetic motor oil. Even at 35 degrees below zero, nothing outperforms Mobil 1.
This week on NASCAR Garage, meet NASCAR owner and driver Dave Marcus. Check out the critical steering gear and more.
NASCAR Garage, this weekend on the leader for motorsports coverage, TNN Motorsports.
There's an American tire company that's been making high-quality tires since 1914. It's not the name you were thinking of, is it? Cooper. Your next set of tires.
GEX, the area's Cooper tire store with locations in Hampton and Newport News, featuring free mounting, free computer balancing, free air valves, free rotations, and free flat repairs on every tire sold. Look to GEX for your next set of tires.
You won't believe what these eyes see.
What do you want me to do?
In a city that bleeds color, nothing is as simple as black and white.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Not love, not life.
Don't talk to me about life!
Not sex, not sin. Especially not sin.
I know what you want from your eyes.
For those of you who like to watch Sins of the City, an all-new original series.
Premieres Sunday, July 19th on USA and Cox Cable.
Winnebago Industries, the official motorhome of TNN. Stop by your local Winnebago or Itasca dealer now and see the new models available. For more information on the Winnebago Motorsports team, please give them a call at 1-800-643-4892, extension 2. Here in New Hampshire, Jeff Burton is again the race leader. Over the last few moments, Chad Little led laps 211 through 214. Brett Bodine led at lap 215, and Jeff Burton reassumes the lead now here at lap 216. But a good battle here, buddy. 7th, 8th, and 9th on the string.
Yeah, it's a great battle. You can see Kyle Petty there driving his heart out today, doing a great job. Rusty Wallace just behind him, John Andretti in the 43. These guys have been racing very hard. So the Kenny Crater fans out there, they think they have the car fixed. They said it was rubber buildup on the tires.
Now, fuel-wise, among the big names, everybody should be able to go the distance with the exception of Dale Jarrett. We heard that from Glenn a short while ago when Dale pitted at lap 202. Not that they're getting that poor of a fuel mileage, or the pickup is just not giving them all the fuel, apparently, out of the fuel cell. There you see MCI, NASCAR timing and scoring. Lets you know exactly where everybody is now after these pit stops. Good scramble there. That's for 7th. Give it to Rusty Wallace. And Kyle is slowing down as Andretti goes by him as well. Let's get an update on Rusty Wallace.
Eli, during that last run of pit stops, Rusty Wallace reported his car was a little bit loose in. They went down on the track bar, trouble turn 1.
Rich Bickle in the wall. Second time today he's been there. Caution, lap 221. Well, so much for fuel strategies. Rich Bickle in the wall. Second time today. It happened earlier at lap 128 at the other end of the speedway. He claimed he was put there by Chad Little at the time. Don't know exactly what happened in this instance, though I dare say we'll hear from Rich as to what transpired. But caution for the 6th time here this afternoon, right after the pit stops had concluded.
Lots of fluid coming out of that car.
Yeah. You see Rich moving around. Big guy from Edgerton, Wisconsin.
It's so big they have to cut the dashboard in some of the cars so his knees can clear. This is really a disappointment for them. They thought they were going to have a big, big day today, and the way the car behaved before the race started was every indication indeed they would.
You see the window screen down there. That's the way the drivers let the fire crews and everyone know I'm okay. You don't have to hurry out here to get me out of the car.
So Rich Bickle in the wall, caution for the 6th time this afternoon. While we have an opportunity, how about our AutoZone Tech Fact, brought to you by the more than 2,000 AutoZone stores across America. AutoZone, the best parts in auto parts.
We all know how important the aerodynamic shape of the race car is. Sometimes during practice, the cars get damaged, and we don't really have enough time to put new parts on them. So how can we get that nice, smooth aerodynamic shape back? Well, Smooth Bill built a special tool for us. By using separate contours on the wheels and adjusting the pressure between them, Bill can work that metal back to an original, smooth aerodynamic shape.
Are you concerned about losing more hair? Do you wonder how much further it will go? Do you wish you could do something about it? Well, now there's a pill for men with certain types of hair loss. Introducing Propecia. In clinical studies, the vast majority of men, 83%, maintain their current hair count, and most, 66%, regrew some hair. Take it daily and you could see results in as little as 3 months. Propecia is for men only. A small number of men experience certain sexual side effects. Each occurred in less than 2% of men. Women who are or may potentially be pregnant must not use it or handle broken tablets because of the risk of a specific kind of birth defect. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist and read the consumer information they can provide. Propecia, helping make hair loss history.
Race fans, what brings them together? What draws these noble pilgrims to their hallowed grounds? Is it the speed, the passion, the thrill of victory?
Nah, it's $1 million. It's the money.
It's the money. Fill up with Texaco Clean System 3 and play Race to Millions. Get the lucky card and your driver could win you $1 million.
I thought they came to see me.
Play Texaco's Race to Millions now.
If you ask us, it just tastes better.
Are the parts here pretty good?
That'll work.
For quality parts, go to the pros. Finally, man has achieved Mach 3.
Rich Bickle has just climbed from the race car and walked unassisted to the ambulance. Pretty mean lick up there in the corner, but he is heading to the care center, but the day is done for the car. Jerry Nadeau had the onboard camera going shortly right there behind Bickle. Let's see what we can find out.
See Bickle just in front there. You see the smoke coming out of his car as he heads straight up towards the wall. Looks like he may have gotten in his own oil or something.
Might have lost
there.
an engine, yeah. So, Rich Bickle in the wall. Dale Earnhardt has been on pit road along with some of the other top team. Oh, Earnhardt's in again. Let's get an update.
Yeah, Eli, they're stringing the left side of the car, which simply put means the alignment's out. It's a toe-in problem. Dale can do nothing but sit passively inside the race car. Again, a disappointing finish to what was a promising day for Dale Earnhardt.
At this point, he'll drop back to well down the line. He's already a couple 3 laps down, so he can come out potentially as far back as 27. We'll see where he falls in line, but it's not going to be a good day being shown now, so 3 laps down. There's the number, of course, that one win at Daytona. I guess we all automatically thought that right after Daytona, that would be the springboard onto another championship. Never really happened that way.
I think he probably figured it too, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he thought, you know, I win the first race, I really get a bunch of top 10s here and maybe get my 8th title. But he's had a lot of problems this year. You know, I was watching Bickle's car go towards the wall there. that was either a motor or he may have had something go wrong with the car, and that might have been tire smoke we were watching, because he went directly straight up into the wall.
Could have been.
Yeah, possible stuck throttle.
Yeah, maybe we'll get an update from the fellas later. They're the point leaders. We had talked about them on the pre-race show today, and that's how things are stacking up right now. The lead was Gordon by 40 on Jeremy Mayfield coming in, so see how things might swap around. Jeremy Mayfield has been running solidly today, but really never higher than 7th or 8th. He is in 8th place right now. Here comes Dale Earnhardt out after that service of a short while ago. We're at lap 227. No NASCAR Winston Cup race next week. Then it's on to Pocono International Raceway. Second race within 5 weeks. That's the standard on the schedule for Pocono. Has been for many, many years. 2 races, competitive ones, within 5 weeks to Poconos.
Welcome to the newest Pep Boys Automotive Super Center. On your right, a world-class collection of accessories. And moving along, you'll find the tires.
Impressive! Very!
Do pause to notice the thousands of name brand parts in stock.
You can't do it all in one day.
Finally, watch technicians fix everything from rack and pinion to radiators.
You're gonna love it.
Pep Boys. Cars like us.
People love us.
This is as close to nature as some people get. But not you. You'll ride all day to get way back in there. Kawasaki's brand new Prairie 300 4x4 and Prairie 300 ATVs are designed to be the most comfortable.